Hey, I'm right in here. Don't freak out though. Let's just chill. Let's all be friends. Hey, this is me. I'll do this run through with you if you'll allow it, because I very much am likely to die and not keep anything. So please bear me the grace of your existence. And let's go. Sound good? Yeah? Oh, there's another one. Ah, sweet. Thank you. Alright, I will not betray you whatsoever. Ever. No, that's real. It's honest. Oh, it's not you. Okay. Actually, no. He seems chill as well. I'm gonna say this guy's chill. Sorry for the shot to the face. I mean that. I'm gonna close this door. Shit. Someone's run up behind me. Not cool. I hit him in the face, though. He died with me. Hey, I was just in the game with you. Yeah, I do my best. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hey yo. Come over here and chill, man. I hear you over there. Let's just chill and have a good time. I hope you're a human. Oh. It's not. Ow. Dude, fucking 3 people died here. Yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. Yes, please. I apologize. Hey man. Fucker. I had so much gear, I should have just left. Oh, hey man, I see you over there. Oh, hey guys, I see you over there now. Hey, don't hit me. Can we be friends? I'll come over and, like, you know, help you deal with spiders and a bunch of other zombies and ghouls and stuff. You know, just like old times, for old times' sake. Oh, you're missing, you're hitting me, not the spiders. Oh, this must be a big mistake. Oh, hey, sir. Bah! Bah! Listen, man, I'm sorry for what I've done. Thanks.
Props!
Oh, hey, no, don't do that. Don't do that, man. I don't appreciate that. Hey man, we all friendly here. Don't chase and kill me. I'm right here. Don't kill me. I'm like right here. Oh, what? I was looking at you when you were there. I didn't kill you. Now you're just being mean. God damn it. Hey man, I'm next to you. Can we be friends? I swear we'll be the best of friends. You don't even know how good of friends we shall be.
Why'd you get upside down?
Do I have a recruited homie? Oh, don't do that. No, no, no. I beg of you.
Excuse me.
Hey, I see you over there, man. I see you with the electricity. Don't kill me. Can I come over? Jump if I can come over. Oh, y'all are just gonna kill me even if I say no. Oh my god, you need help. I'm helping you. I'm helping you. Hey man, I'm helping you. Man.
Fire.
What the fuck was that? It's 2-on-1, so I tried to make it 2v2 and then they just kill me. And they just kill me.
Hi, my pretty girl. Hi.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We all went for a ride, Molly. Holy fuck. Hey. There you go. Sure. Well, you got ass breath. Kisses? No?
Hey man, I'm in here looting. Hey man, I'm in here looting. Can we live in peace? Let's just coexist here.
Where's this coat? Molly, Molly, Molly. Man, those are smells. How the fuck are you tired, dog? You sleep fucking 23 hours every day. Molly, share yourself. Not really. That wasn't over again.
Don't do it. Okay. I'll be cool. I'll be calm. I won't kill. We can chill. I swear. I'll put it away. Just do a little dance if you're cool. Oh no. No. Oh fuck yeah. I'll put it down. Alright. I got it down. That's all I got. Oh fuck yeah. Finally. Alright. I'm gonna sit up proper. I'm in this. Let's go. Anyone need a... You need some health? Anyone? I got some gear and I barely ever get out. I'd love to get it if you guys don't mind. You cool with that? Oh, fuck yeah. See if I can get over there now. There's some padded leggings in there if anyone needs them. There's another portal here too, actually. There's two. Finally, begging worked. Begging worked.
You got out?
Somebody showed me the way.
So do you spawn somewhere else now?
Well, I'll get spawned somewhere else every time. Like, that's how it works. It always brings somewhere different, but...
Look down, Molly, so something. No flapping. Hey, here we go. Jumped on my big toe, Molly. Or my pinky toe, actually. Perry smash.
Oh, yeah.
10 beers from the fridge, more than welcome. Jesus is alright by me, too.
Thanks, Perry, buddy. Likewise.
Be good if can't be careful.
Jesus.
He's my role model.
I, too, look up to Ron Jeremy. What are you doing over there?
Cyanide donuts.
Not nice.
Jesus! Young man got deleted with the fucking sawed off. He was running and I was at the steering wheel.
Real.
Just fucking instant delete.
Flattened.
So it smells funky over here.
That's me, man. I'm funky.
Me too, I'd say, but like, it smells oddly funky. Utterly oddly funky.
Is it two garbage bags are sitting next to it?
It could be very well. It's garbage bag or something next to it. Is it?
And had thousands of them made during the war years. They were retired from service in 1954. Lakes must be good places to go looking for old military aircraft. Here's another old service plane that spent over 70 years at the bottom of Lake Michigan in the USA after a wartime mission went wrong. As you're no doubt aware, the war never reached the American mainland. So you're probably wondering how this FM-2 Wildcat ended up in its watery grave. The answer is that it was taking part in a training mission in December 1944 and was supposed to land on the end of an aircraft carrier in Waukegan Harbor, but missed its mark and plunged into the water. Ensign William Forbes, who was piloting the plane and survived the crash, rejected blame for the incident and claimed approached. U.S. Army veteran and aviation enthusiast Chuck Greenhill oversaw the recovery of the plane in December 2012 and gave himself the job of fully restoring it to flying condition. Given the fact that this model is, as he put it, a beer can with wings, we can't imagine that was an easy task. The two planes we've looked at so far ended up underwater by accident. There's nothing accidental about the underwater placement of our next few discoveries. This is $1 Million Point, and it's an egregious example of questionable U.S. military practices. This collection of forklifts, bulldozers, jeeps, personal possessions, and other military equipment was dumped in the Pacific Ocean close to Vanuatu by the Americans after the end of the Second World War. The equipment was used at the bases known as Roses and Buttons on Espiritu Santo Island, but was deemed surplus to requirements when the conflict came to an end. The U.S. military decided that shipping everything back home would be too expensive, so they elected to dump their unwanted gear instead. That decision came after an unsuccessful attempt to sell it to the locals. Couldn't it all have been given to the locals free of charge rather than polluting the sea like this? At least the area has now become popular with divers and tourists, so some good has come from it. While the $1 Million Point nickname has stuck, the true value of the goods dumped here was probably more than that when they were disposed of. This abandoned tank, minding its own business next to a tree in Germany, is the landmark that walkers and hikers keep an eye out for when they go looking for a top-secret tank graveyard in Germany. While the location is kept under wraps because it's still considered to be an active military zone, the reality is that most people know it's close to the border between Germany and Belgium, and nobody from the military has been here for a very long time. Rather than being a former World War II battleground, these tanks were used as hard targets during artillery practice exercises, scars of which are very visible on the sides of most of the forgotten vehicles. You'll find a variety of tanks scattered across the area, but most of them are either M41 Walker Bulldogs and M47 Patton units. A few are so badly damaged that it's hard to identify them. So feel free to leave your own theories in the comments if you see anything here that you think you recognize. The area hasn't been used as a firing range for years, so those who are lucky enough to discover its secret location are free to walk around and take pictures without fear of being shot. Had the Enigma code not been broken, the Nazis might well have won the Second World War. The breaking of the code by British genius Alan Turing was a decisive moment in the war and allowed Allied forces to eavesdrop on their enemies from 1944 onward. But the Germans never knew their code had been broken. They continued to use it for the rest of the war and guarded code machines with their lives. Even after the Nazis surrendered and German U-boats were scuttled in the Gelting Bay area of the Baltic Sea, their onboard code machines were thrown overboard first to ensure they weren't found among the weapons by the Allies. One such machine was accidentally found by divers from the Worldwide Find for Nature in December 2020 as they were out looking for discarded fishing nets. They believe that it's been in the water since May 1945. Because they were so fiercely guarded and destroyed to avoid the risk of capture, the machines are very rare. That makes them valuable no matter how waterlogged they are, and explains why this one is now mentioned in archaeology and shell tape undergoing preservation and restoration work. We've already seen a couple of World War II planes that crashed in the water, but here's one that came down on land. It's miles from anywhere and apparently went unnoticed by anybody until it was found by Curious tourists in August 2017. The discovery was made on the Micronesian island of Palau, known throughout the region as a tropical paradise. The plane has spent 75 years hiding in a shallow river not far from the beach. The couple who found the aircraft aren't experts. and so they couldn't identify the plane. But it's since been identified as a Japanese Aichi E-13A seaplane, a class that was used for long-range reconnaissance during the war. The circumstances of the crash must have been unusual because the plane is upside down in the water, but its wings are still attached, and the damage... seems to be liked. It's thought there are more than 60 wrecked planes strewn across Palau, so maybe it isn't surprising that this one went unnoticed for such a long time. The Battle of Midway was one of the most crucial and brutal that happened in the Pacific during the Second World War, and casualties were heavy on both sides. Many of those casualties sank to the bottom of the ocean, and one of the largest of them was rediscovered in October 2019. It's the wreck of a Japanese aircraft carrier, close to Midway. Sending human beings down to these extreme depths would be too dangerous. So pictures of the lost vessel were obtained with high-frequency radar. Based on where it's been found and the dimensions of the wreck, it's almost certainly a called sitting 18,000 feet below water level. It looks like she was hit hard before she went down. In the back pictures, we can see that the flight deck has been ripped to shreds, and sections of it are missing entirely. It's only the second of the 7 ships that went down during the 1942 battle to be discovered, and came only a few weeks after another Japanese ship, was found in the same area. Magnet fishing is a controversial topic among archaeologists. In some countries, like France, it's banned. No such ban exists in the United Kingdom. If it did, these World War II guns wouldn't have been retrieved from a canal in Warwick in July 2018. The first gun that came out of the water was a humble revolver, but it was followed by a submachine gun that came out a piece at a time. The Price family, who went on this fishing expedition together, also provided pictures of other gun pieces that were obtained at the same time, so it appears that a whole cache of weapons has been disposed of here at some point in the past. The larger weapon is a Thompson submachine gun, also known as a Tommy gun, which was standard issue for British soldiers during the Second World War. In the past, the same family has also obtained 2 shotguns and a grenade from the canals around their hometown. The shotguns
don't do that. Don't be mean. That's quite rude at this point. You're just missing a whole fucking lot of these, like a bad player, and you think you're good because you stabbed me from behind?
The discovery of a grenade must be an alarming experience, and we know of another family elsewhere in Britain who knows what it feels like. In April 2020, Charlie Brubear of Beaulieu, Hampshire, was cleaning out the gutters around his garage when he came across a metal object wedged between the gutter and the tin roof, covered in leaves and years of grunge. He didn't recognize it, but suspected it might be an explosive. So he took a picture of it and sent it to his brother, who is a former soldier. His brother advised him to contact the authorities immediately because he'd found a World War I-era hand grenade. The Royal Navy's bomb disposal unit eventually had to be employed to take care of the problem. It's German in design and was probably brought back from the war as a souvenir. Charlie had no idea how it got started. He's lived in his home for 8 years and swears he's cleaned out the gutters several times before without ever coming across a grenade. Unexploded wartime-era grenades and bombs turn up quite regularly on the British Isles, so the bomb squad is always busy. The Royal Navy Bomb Disposal Unit was called upon yet again in September 2020 when a mortar from the Second World War washed up on the beach of Weston-super-Mare. It isn't known whether this explosive had been dumped relic from a weapons research facility that existed in the area during the war. More importantly, the inspection confirmed it was fully intact and, therefore, possibly live, so it had to be destroyed by way of a controlled explosion. Nobody knows for sure how many unexploded bombs, grenades, and other potential hazards might be lurking in Britain's coastal regions, but there are probably still several dozen at the very least. It isn't only the coastal regions of Britain that might be full of wartime weapons. Nowhere appears to be safe from the threat of long-forgotten explosives. In July 2019, magnet fishers working the River Stour in Leicester found themselves making a panic call to authorities after finding two hand grenades with their equipment. The devices came out of the water along with bullets, a rifle, and a huge collection of knives that might have been used in criminal activity. It was the grenades that attracted the most interest, though, and caused the most concern. The bomb squad was summoned to the scene and determined that two of the three devices presented a viable threat, and so they had to be destroyed through controlled explosions. The third was also taken away by the authorities for safe disposal, much to the displeasure of its finders who had wanted to keep it. More than 50 people were involved in this magnet fishing mission, which illustrates the reason why so many people have issues with the pastime. Aside from damaging waterways by having so many people trawling through them, there's an obvious risk to life when incidents like this happen. Why go magnet fishing when there's incredible military discoveries using a metal detector on the land instead? Two metal detectorists headed out into a field in the Pyatachok region of Russia in 2016 and did just that. And look at all the World War II memorabilia they found. Inside an old lockbox, buried deep in the mud, they found the personal effects of a Nazi soldier. His wallet was inside the box, including a German banknote and his Nazi Party membership card. An unopened box of cigars was neatly tucked away and would still be fine to smoke today. This mysterious old soldier clearly enjoyed a drink, because he packed himself a bottle of Jamaican rum to go with his cigars. Also in the box, the amateur archaeologists found parts of his uniform, including his military cap. The fact that the lockbox has been found in Russia is a mystery. Plenty of Germans buried their Nazi uniforms and other artifacts in the post-war years to avoid being prosecuted for war crimes. But traveling as far as Russia to dispose of them seems a bit extreme. Also, why throw out the rum in the cigars when they're not incriminating? Sadly, we suspect we'll never get answers to these questions. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy watching new videos on my channel. Thanks for watching.
It's taken my family generations to perfect the perfect home. Patak makes perfect. Sometimes one is just wow. At Hunting, nobody does war like we do. We make war.
From submarines that went AWOL for decades to strange blocks washing up on the beach in Florida, here are 10 mysteries from World War II that took decades to solve. Number 10. Missing U-boats found. After realizing how vulnerable their open-top U-boat enclosures were in 1940, the Germans started building bunkers to protect U-boats, also known as submarines, from air attacks. One vessel, known as the Elf II, housed 3 U-boats, the U-2505, U-3004, and U-350. The British bombed the bunker, causing the roof to partially collapse and trap the U-boats within. Attempts were made to scrap the boat during the 1940s and 50s, and parts were taken, but the endeavor proved too dangerous to be carried out entirely. The U-boat sat untouched until 1985. when they were rediscovered inside the Elb II's destroyed bunker. During the 1990s, the German government decided that the vessel was dangerous and filled it with gravel and concrete. While the Elb II still sits on the bank of the Elbe River at Volkenhofen, the area was turned into a parking lot, rendering it inaccessible. But at least we now know where the 3 missing U-boats ended up and where their final resting place is. Number 9. Heaven Can Wait. In 1944, a B-24 bomber called Heaven Can Wait was shot down off the Papua New Guinea coast while carrying 2nd Lieutenant Thomas B. Kelly Jr. during a mission to disrupt the Japanese shipping supply chains. His remains were never found, and his family was left to grapple with the lack of closure. In their attempts to come to terms with Kelly's demise, they had a tombstone bearing an etching of the plane and the words, "In loving memory." Some of Kelly's distant surviving relatives found information online about the B-24 bomber in 2013. They spent the next several years conducting further research, ultimately leading to an ocean floor search by oceanographers and archaeologists, which was covered in a 2018 New York Times article by Mike Ives. The long-missing B-24 bomber was found thanks to the nonprofit Project Recover, which works with the Defense POW/MIA accounting agency to find, identify, and return the remains of World War II personnel. Discovered in Hansa Bay, it's one of 5 U.S. aircraft that are believed to have gone down in the area during World War II. Since 1973, the remains of nearly 3,000 U.S. soldiers have been recovered. This may seem like a lot, but some 72,000 individuals remain unaccounted for, and only 26,000 are considered recoverable. While advancements in forensic science are helping in the effort to send fallen fighters home, experts are fighting against the clock as remains become more difficult to identify with time. Number 8. Missing man recovered. The Navy cruiser USS Indianapolis was destroyed by a Japanese torpedo in July 1945, as what's been described by many as the Navy's worst ever maritime disaster. The vessel sank in less than an hour. Sailors and Marines perished in the actual sinking, as well as afterward, from saltwater poisoning, dehydration, and shark attacks. In 2018, the wreck of the USS Indianapolis was discovered 18,044 feet below the water surface in the Philippine Sea. For a long time, the death toll was believed to number 880, and 316 were believed to have survived. But the Naval History and Heritage Command's Histories and Archives Division announced in 2018 that these figures were wrong, and that 879 people died, while 317 lived. Due to a clerical error, Navy radio technician Clarence William Donner was listed as being on the ship when he actually wasn't. Once researchers saw the error, it brought the total count of those aboard the ship down from 1,196 to 1,195, thereby solving the decades-old mystery of an unidentified missing man aboard the ship. Imagine if you were declared dead by mistake for being on a ship that sank in the war. You'd have no identity. You could start fresh with a brand new life. Would you? Tell me your ideas in the comments below. And remember to subscribe to American Eye if you haven't already for more intense videos. Number 7. Landing Craft Wreck Located. In 1943, a British vessel called the Landing Craft Tank, LCT-326, disappeared with 14 crew members aboard. Military officials concluded that it probably encountered bad weather or hit a mine and sank somewhere off the Isle of Man. Marine scientists finally found the vessel last year off Bardsley Island in northern Wales. It was discovered 25 miles south of where experts had believed it was all along. New research revealed that the vessel's escort ship, HMS Cotillion, last witnessed LCT-326 in the area where it was recently found, despite official reporting claiming that it sank off the Isle of Man. The wreck was discovered broken in two, resting 300 feet below the water's surface. Although its identity was unconfirmed when the news made headlines, chances are good that it's LCT-326, as the vessel lies right in the path of the flotilla it was traveling with when it vanished. Measuring 190 feet long and 33 feet wide, the sunken vessel also matches the dimensions of the LCT-326. Designed to land armored vehicles, LCT-326 and others like it participated in amphibious operations like D-Day. The recently discovered wreck appears to have gone down in rough water and likely broken half before plunging to its final resting place. Number 6. War criminals' missing remains.
We can help global development with sustainable energy by
Former Japanese Prime Minister Hideki Tojo was convicted of war crimes and sentenced to death in 1948 for his role in masterminding the attack on Pearl Harbor. He and 6 others were hanged. American officials handled the remains, keeping their whereabouts a secret to prevent the glorification of the executed men as martyrs by ultranationalists. Earlier this year, Keimon University professor Hiroki Takazawa announced that he had found the answer to this long-standing mystery through declassified U.S. military documents he examined in the U.S. National Archives in Washington, D.C. Takazawa spent several years poring over the documents before publicly disclosing his findings. Based on the evidence, he believes that Tojo's ashes were spread from a U.S. military aircraft over the Pacific Ocean, roughly 30 miles from the city of Yokohama. This is the first known time that details about Tojo's final resting place were found in official documents. His great-grandson, Hidetoshi Tojo, told the Associated Press that he was relieved by the information, and the unknown location of the remains had long been a source of embarrassment for the family. Number 5. USS Grayback. 52 U.S. submarines were reported missing during World War II. At least a handful of them have been found as part of an initiative called the Lost 52 Project. In 2019, the organization announced its 7th discovery of a lost submarine, the USS Grayback, found 1,427 feet underwater off the Okinawa coast. It's the first U.S. submarine to be discovered in Japanese waters. After discovering a document error in the longitudinal calculation for where the USS Grayback sank, the Lost 52 team figured out the correct location. Using advanced technology, including sophisticated robotics, they found the wreck 100 miles from where the original historical record specifies. The USS Grayback sank 14 ships and menaced and disrupted many others throughout the war. It was imperative in the Allied success of the Pacific Campaign at Guadalcanal. At the tail end of its career as one of the most successful World War II submarines, the vessel disappeared during its last mission in 1944 while en route to the East China Sea. A month after leaving from the patrol mission, the crew communicated that the sub only had 2 torpedoes left. It was ordered home. The word spread shortly thereafter that it was damaged by enemy aircraft. All communication ceased from there, leaving families of lost crew members without closure until the USS Grayback's rediscovery 75 years later. Number 4. Palm Beach rubber bales. Authorities were stumped last year when large blocks of material similar to rubber cement began washing ashore in Palm Beach, Florida. Volunteers from the non-profit Friends of Palm Beach were the first to spot the strange objects. For several weeks, beachgoers and snorkelers reportedly spotted the blocks, but failed in their efforts to remove any from the water before they washed away. Finally, in the wake of Tropical Storm Isaiah, 3 of the blocks washed ashore and were successfully retrieved. In the coming weeks, 3 more were collected. On the inside, they were solid, with thin rubber layers and a honeycomb-like pattern. The bizarre objects were bales of natural rubber latex, according to Jerry McCall of the R.E. Co. rubber supplier, who spoke with the Palm Beach Post. He further explained that the blocks were a style characteristic of South American manufacturers, but nobody could say with certainty when or where they were made. A study published earlier this year suggests that the blocks dated back to World War II and that they come from the same shipwreck that caused rubber bales to appear on the Brazilian coastline. The vessel in question is the Rio Grande, a German ship that U.S. forces destroyed near the country in 1944. It would make sense for the blocks to get caught in the Gulf Stream and make their way to Florida. The bales from both Brazil and Florida are similar in appearance, but more research is necessary to confirm their source. The explanation is plausible, especially considering that rubber was in high demand during World War II, and is something militaries would have been transporting in their ships. Although the Rio Grande rests 3 miles below the water's surface, it's possible that metal-eating bacteria corroded the ship and released the bales from within. This is just one possible way they could have reached the shore after being submerged when needed. It's also possible that someone illegally salvaged metal from the Rio Grande, causing the block to surface. Whatever its source, it's weird to see strange rubber pieces of World War II washing up on shore, don't you think? Number 3. Looted treasure. The discovery of a German World War II era ship last year made headlines for its potential to solve the mysteries surrounding looted treasure. One of the world's most famous mysteries is the whereabouts of a collection of valuables that not be referred to as hamburgers, a gilded chamber that was once a fixture of the Tsar's palace. The trove was last seen in the modern-day Russian enclave of Kaliningrad, which was a Baltic port city known as Königsberg during the war. It departed the port in 1945 on the Karlsruhe steamer, which was sunk off the Polish coast by Soviet aircraft. Loaded down with many 1,083 passengers, the ship had left in a hurry as part of a massive sea evacuation called Operation Hannibal, which relocated over 1 million German troops and civilians amid the Soviet advancement into East Prussia toward the war.